Hello, Tonka here, and back with another mod showcase. Today I'll be showing you the Simple Ships mod. I'll be showing you what you can do with it, what you can't do with it, and the crafting recipes. Maybe you forgot to download just enough items, you idiot. So let's start with the only specialist, well there's a few other specialist items, but the only specialist item in the mod to craft these ships, the sail. Now if we go to the crafting table here, I know I could just stick in the chest, but who gives a fuck? Let's go to sails. Now, you're going to need 2 leads on the bottom, 2 of any logs in the middle up to the center slot, then 5 of any wool around. So that could be black wool, white wool, all the wools. Now that we've got the sail down, let's move on to the ships. So we've got the cog, the brig, and the galley. Now the cog is the smallest ship of the mod. For every cog actually, this applies the same crafting recipe for every ship. Except this, for some reason. For some reason, the Acacia's cog crafting recipe is slightly different from all the other ships. We're requiring either the standard recipe or an extra lead and extra chests, which I don't know why you do that, but here we are. Anyways, what you're going to need is 3 oak boats along the bottom, a sail in the center slot, and 2 leads either side. The brig is the biggest ship of the mod, and does actually require chests. It's all the same, just different boats along the bottom. So 3 of any boats, 3 chests, 2 sails, so this is going to be a bit more expensive, and a lead in the center top. Finally, the galley. Now the galley is, I believe, the most maneuverable ship of the mod, and is actually, that's strange, the Acacia's cog recipe is also the same as the galley recipe. Oh. Well, that is a very weird part of the mod. For some reason, I think it must have been some slight error by the mod's creator. The Acacia galley is uncraftable, but every other galley is craftable, requiring 3 of any boat along the bottom, 2 chests, a sail, and 3 leads along the top. Now, I just need to check real quick if it's actually uncraftable, or it might just be a weird kink in the mod. So let's grab myself 3 chests, 3, okay, that's 4 leads, a sail, and boats. So let's do that. Yeah, Acacia cog. So yes, the Acacia galley, for some odd reason, is uncraftable, and you can't obtain it in survival. I think the mod's creator should probably fix that. Anyways, moving on to what you can and can't do with a ship. So I'm just going to take, oak brig, a spruce galley, and a jungle cog will do. So first, let's just place all the ships down. It's just a simple right click in the water if you have enough space. So that's all the ships. As you can see, it's going up from size, from the cog to the galley to the brig. Now you can place these on water, but you can also place these on land. However, you cannot move them. Unlike regular boats, which you can move along ice, you cannot move this. As hard as you try, you cannot get the sails any further, even with the galley, which has paddles. You cannot move it. Now that we've got where you can and can't place down, let's move on to... That's right. Let's move on to how you move these ships. So first, let's do an example of the cog. Because it'll be all the same with all the other ships, it's just going to be different speeds and different manoeuvrability. So the cog is the basic ship, it's the cheapest of the mod. So of course, it's not going to be that good compared to the other ships. So R, to lower your sails, you can change it in the keybinds. Then W, to increase the speed by 1. W again, to increase it by 2. There you go, there goes the lily pads. And finally, at its fastest, so you can hold S, oh wait no, you cannot hold S or W to slow down, you have to tap it individually. So now let's go and ram these unfortunate villagers, because you can actually ram mobs in this mod. These ships do damage, although somehow the lily pad stopped it. So let's go around again. And there we go. Now that is a much more effective method of killing things in this mod apart from ramming them. But, Now back to the other ships. So this is the cog, slowest of the mods, and also kind of not manoeuvrable. There is a bit of a learning curve when steering these ships, but it's quite quick to learn. You just got to sort of guesstimate where you're gonna be, how you're gonna be. So if you were to say park up along the shore here, you'd have to sort of compensate, slow down a bit, and then there you go, you stopped. So the galley is the most manoeuvrable of the mod due to its paddles. It's basically just a regular Minecraft boat scaled up and with a big white flag on top. And of course, just like any the cog, R to set sail, W, S, A and D, just normal movement mechanics. And now onto the fastest ship of the mod, which is the brig. Now with the number of sails, you can see it's the biggest ship. And it's definitely can hold a lot more than the cog, and I believe the brig. The brig and the galley, I think, are a bit bigger. Oh yeah, brig is a bit bigger than the galley, just very slightly. So now that we've got the movement mechanics down, let's move on to customization, since you can actually customize these ships. So no, that's the wrong chest. So let's go over here. Let's go and just grab several dyes, pink as well I guess. With these dyes you can change your sails on the ships to any colour, just do it by a simple right click, and there you go. You've got a ship with a red sail. And even if it's already dyed, you can just right click again with another dye to dye any colour. There you go, you can have a pink ship if you want. That actually goes quite well with the jungle wood, surprisingly. Now let me just colour the other sails, I think. So now that we've done that, we've got some first bits of customization. Let's move on to the second bits of customization. Banners. So you can actually apply banners to these ships, like flags. It can be any banner you want, so it's just another simple, well, not shift right click, just regular right click, and you've got the banner on top. So any flag. However, you would have to compensate by having the designs horizontal, otherwise it might not look right. So let me just put on this one too. That's nice. Now onto the final bit. Well, the final bit. You can actually have mobs ride these boats, these ships. Just With villagers you can't really like lure them, but with any like sheep or animals, you can like lure them onto the ship. It's a similar thing to boats. You just got to get them on the right spot. There we go. That looks like he's driving. Nice. But if you do right click, you automatically go to the captain's position, which is, you know, yeah, you cannot ride a boat if it's full of any mob. You'd have to like kick one of them off by killing them or something. Another cool feature is that just like with regular boats, you can actually drag these ships with a lead. So, oh, be careful if you're doing this in creative though, they do break. So there we go, you can just drag it anywhere you want. Then, I think you can even moor it up on a post. So let me just grab a fence post. There we go, so it can't escape, I think. Oh yeah, if it's moored up, you can't set sails. That is really smart, actually. Okay, now actually I do need that boat back. Okay, on to two last bits of the mods. Now you might have had a sneak peek earlier about the inventory and how do you open it. It's just a simple E, just like anything else. Each boat does have different storage levels, so with the cog, it's only two double chests. I believe that's double chests. With the galley, it's only one double chest. That's probably because they have to fit all the paddles. And with the brig, 3 double chests. So you can use this on, like, say, a Civilizations Minecraft server where it's a lot of trading and you need to move a lot of stuff. I mean, you could use ender chests, but that's not very classy. So, onto the ship's cannon, which if I show the crafting recipe, and for the cannonball. So, let's go to cannon. So, ship's cannon, this is probably the most expensive thing in the mods. A 1 string, 3 iron blocks along the center row, and then 2 of any log on the bottom. This is probably the most expensive recipe I've seen for a cannon to date. And considering the fact it doesn't allow for much movement, it's not great either for what you're getting, but I digress. For the cannonball is quite cheap actually, with 1 gunpowder in the centre and iron nuggets all around. That will make 2 cannonballs. Now to fire these cannons, so first let me place them. It's right click on any ship to place them. Each ship has a different number, so for example the brig you can fit 6, but the cog is only 4, and I think the galley is only 2, which is the smallest, so each ship has their downsides and upsides. So to fire these cannons, you need to actually reserve some of that inventory space for the cannonballs and the gunpowder. You place them in the inventory space, you look at wherever you're going, well, look at what you're trying to shoot and press space. Press space. It's not working. I wonder what that could be. There we go. For some reason that was a bit of an issue. And now you can fire your cannons. Bit of a hang to get, but once you got it, you've got it. Then we go and shoot this ship. And fire. Oh, I missed. Oh, that is actually perfect timing, actually. Wait, let's go. Depending on the weather, the ships will sway. And these are actually quite nice animations. I do love it. So say if you're in a little port, you've got the nice ship swaying. I believe the intensity of the weather might actually change its rocking motion. If it changes to thunder, I think it's slightly more violent than rain. And then of course, when you clear it, it's very calm. There you go. It's very calm, almost no swaying, which is nice. I do like that little extra detail, but I think that's everything in the mod. If there's anything else I missed, please enlighten me in the comments, and I might revise this later on. But for now, I think that's the entire mod. I hope it's been helpful, and see you next time.